I would say that going to Norway, particularly for the summer solstice, which I'm arranging for this year, is the light is a great component of the work. We are going to be outdoors a lot, doing ceremonies and meditations on the Seven Sisters, which is a mountain range not too far from where we are at the Blomso Island retreat. And we are also going to ascend, or at least partly ascend, depending on our abilities, a mountain called Dønnamann, which is directly north of us. And these islands we are on are about 50 nautical miles south of the Arctic Circle, and the landscape itself is simply breathtaking and amazing. So the workshop is going to be open for 16 people. We will do some indoor work and share our meals, and then have these outings both to the adjacent keys as well as to the 2 mountain climbing expeditions that we're going to do. You're not going to require any specific equipment other than good boots and windbreakers and that sort of thing. I think you would want to be able to walk for about 2 miles at an incline. The first stage of each of these mountains is very doable for most people, but if you have any kind of need for, handicapping, is not going to work. And then just in terms of hiking every day from where we are staying, also we don't have cars except for when we're actually being transported to the ferries. So we rely on people walking. There will be a couple of bicycles that we can share to go a little bit further and explore. But it's definitely for people, 2 miles is good. Then one of the other activities that we will partake in every day is to meditate. And in preparation for the meditation, if we aren't actually hiking, we will do movements that are based on truly one's desire to dance or to exercise. It's a combination of shaking and sort of free dance where one moves one's arms around and just rocks to the music or whatever. And that just puts the body into a kind of little bit silly kind of a energy in the body where you get it jiggling enough, and then we do our meditations. And the meditations are guided, and I also use my light reading, which is an aspect of my work where I do individual readings by going into a prayer state and looking at your soul's journey in this world. And those sessions are available for the individual person, and you can book them either ahead of time as you book your retreat, or you can book them while you get to Norway. Experience, how have I gained my insights and my equilibrium? And one of the greatest effects, or one of the greatest things that helped me, is to be outside. When we are outside in Norway, particularly in northern Norway, and Blomso Island is about 50 nautical miles south of the Arctic Circle, the light in the summertime is absolutely amazing. The weather isn't always terrific, but the light is always spectacular. And so when we hike, which we're going to be doing, when we are outside in boats and we are going to the adjacent keys to meditate and to build stone sculptures and to photograph and to pick wildflowers, it seems like just little mundane outings, as I maybe explain it to you. But when you come there, the nature herself is so overwhelming and so magnificent that you relax in a way and you learn about yourself in a way that all the props that I might conjure up around here couldn't possibly equal them. It's going to be open to 16 people this time. We're going to be living in 3 adjacent houses and take outings to 2 separate mountains on other islands, going by car and by ferry to these places. So to partake, you will need to be able to hike for about 2 miles on an incline, and be willing to bring decent shoes and windbreakers so that you could be comfortable in all kinds of weather. I recommend also that you bring a camera. We're going to be creating a large piece of art together, which we do indoors in a community center that I rent for the purpose of creating this art, and also for doing yoga exercises and other dance movements in preparation for different meditations that we do. So this is why I think Norway is the best place for it.